Good morning, boys and girls. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about frogs because we are learning about frogs some this week. First thing I want to tell you is that a frog is an amphibian, and that is a cold-blooded animal that spends part of its life cycle in the water and part of its life cycle on land. Amphibians hatch in the water and they breathe with gills, and then they develop lungs so the adults can breathe air. Frogs, toads, and salamanders are amphibians. So these amphibians, these frogs that we're going to learn about, they go through a change. That change is called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is what that change is called. It's the process that the animals go through to become adults. It's a series of physical changes that like butterflies go through them and frogs go through them. And it does happen to other animals such as starfish, snails, and wasps. And so they go through changes. But we also call that change their life cycle because they go through stages. So I wanted to share with you the stages that the frog goes through. So you have your adult frog, and your adult frog lays some eggs. Well, then when those eggs hatch, some tadpoles come out. So then those tadpoles get 2 legs. So they go through the stage of being a tadpole with 2 legs. And then, after a little bit while longer, they get 4 legs. They have 4 legs total. And see, look, if you can notice, watch that tail. That tail was so long on that tadpole. And then the tadpole with 2 legs, it's getting a little bit shorter. And then look how it's changed when it has 4 legs. Then it gets even shorter, and those legs have started to really grow, and you call it a froglet. And then that froglet loses its tail, and it becomes a frog. And then guess what? Since it's a cycle, it's going to start all over again. So then that frog will lay the eggs, and then they'll have the tadpole, and so on and so forth, and it'll keep on going. So that was the metamorphosis. Remember that word, metamorphosis is the change that an animal goes through. So this is the metamorphosis that this amphibian, this frog, goes through. Okay? So, and you can call it the frog life cycle, or you can use that fancy new word called metamorphosis. All right, guys, hope you learned a little bit about frogs today.